Hey kids, what's up? Guess what? I'm rated 1599. And we're going to try and break back into the 16 club. Ooh, got a French. And you see, I'm so used to playing the Nazel Gambit. But I don't want to play that in a... Okay, I'm going to play like a King's Indian attack instead. I could push on here. If I push on, we could find ourselves in a French advance variation, which ain't the end of the world, actually. I am taking this square away from the knight, so normal order of business now is for this knight to come around. Oh, he's got that in. Yes, indeed. Okay. All right. I think this is fine still. I can still go for this. It's a similar setup. Okay, if he takes and takes, my queen defends. Okay, triple attack. Now there is an issue here, isn't there? Is it this? Takes. Or do I need the knight as well? Hang on. There's a known trap in the French, which involves bringing your bishop from here to here with check and winning the queen. But if I play bishop here, takes, knight takes, doesn't work. So let's defend it the third time. So that's, hello Sasha, 3 attackers, 3 defenders. Okay, I'll take that with the pawn. Again, now we have a completely open c-file. Alright, and now it's this, isn't it? Takes, and if queen takes, bang, you lose your queen. So now I can do this. Now black, as a 1553 rated French player, ought to know all about this. However, yeah, okay, there we go. So he's now blocked that. So now I do only have 1 defender against 2 attackers. And then this undefends b2. I think I just have to move the bishop again, so that my queen defends once more. I've got this, keeping it looking down at this corner, I think is all right. Now, the thing is, there's a whole point of me playing g3 was to put my bishop there, and I've gone for a cheapo, and it ain't the smartest thing. Okay. Now I'm thinking this knight ought to find some gainful employment. We've got here. Here actually, again, undefends that, so it might have to be knight c3, but maybe I should just castle first. I think we're kind of equal right now. He's got his knight round there. The problem sometimes with the French here is that black, if you notice, he's got most of his stuff is on this side of the board, right? But if his king goes this way, my pawns, you see, are pointing this way. Oh, he's gone long. Okay, forget everything I just said. Right, he's put his king on an open file. So here's what I'm thinking. That's defended. Dark squared bishop could come in. Knight might want to come forward. So I'm thinking a3, b4 just positionally makes some sense. I want to get a rook onto there. This knight might want to make progress this way, but then it's got nothing. Okay, I think a3 is a sensible move here. This, I don't know. I need to prove that this is bad. Okay. I've got knight here looking at that. The problem is that it undefends this, doesn't it, somewhat? So, So I come here. If he takes, I take. Can I defend that again? Do I mind even giving up this pawn? That's another question. That also drops the pawn. This. I mean, he can't even do that. So what's his idea? Is it this? I can just let him take, can't I? So I think I just need to I think I need to bring this knight out to c3. I've got to develop here and just think first order of business has to be to get a rook onto there, doesn't it? What if I push up? Queen can take. I'm thinking it's knight out here. I've used some minutes. My opponent is still playing less than 10 seconds a move. Right. See, if he takes here, that's just one improved knight, isn't it? I've got this. Doesn't really do much. I mean, I had an opportunity to go for this, but can we just try and make progress here? I've also got, I can hassle the queen. Now what happens then? No. Can't stay where she is. Can't go there. Can't go there. Can't go there because of pawn. Okay, so it's a choice of 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's put these in green, right? So, but then I have this square, right? I think that's got to be good. That's looking pretty. Might be able to improve my bishop. Okay. And now this. Is it, I mean, concretely, is that a benefit? I mean, he's starting to suffocate there now, isn't he? Here. Comes there, I come there. I'm just playing that on instinct, guys. I confess. Because it's just like, and look at him now. Okay, he really wants to open everything up. But I need to manage this opening up. Here. He might take with the knight. That then hangs this knight, actually. I don't want to take this bishop, do I? I don't want to be trading because he's the one that's suffocating the lack of space. What about b4? If I take, then b4, take, queen has a choice of knights. Take, knight takes, queen can capture either of these knights. I've also got this though as well, haven't I? Because he's just moved this pawn, vacating this square. So if I go here, he just moves one of his rooks. I go in here, he moves the other rook. I take that, queen takes. I come in here, moves a rook, I come in here. I'd like the queen to stay on the c-file, actually. Take and queen takes. I take. I mean, also, I think just opening things up. There. Pawn takes. That deflects the queen away. Now, right now, this bishop is terrible, but I don't see this centre holding, and I think that bishop will become powerful. trying to think what Mike and Colin are shouting at the screen right now. They're either saying take the damn bishop or do not take the damn bishop, and I don't know what to do. Here and queen takes. I mean, he's got rook takes as well, actually. So I think right now maybe we leave the damn bishop. And if he takes here, my bishop could suddenly jump into action as well, which I quite like. Or this, if knight takes, this knight hangs still. Here's a pawn up. Takes and takes. I have to take back. And he takes one of my pawn takes. Pawn takes is like the most inert move. I think I need to take it. I'm just going to take it. I couldn't allow him to push forward, I don't think, from that position. Okay, that was nearly 4 minutes of thinking there. But because I've spent a bit more time than my opponent, I think this was rash. And I really want to open up the centre. Okay, now I think we've said I have to take the knight. Then he has a choice of knights to capture. But now everything's going to open up. If he takes here, I've got bishop f4. And that ain't pretty. Okay. Now do we have this? I think we simply do. And this is the point. Clear these bishops out. Put them on aggressive squares. This guy might not go there now. He might come here, but this pawn is currently undefended. So, here. Rook here. He might start attacking me. Okay. I think it's just something like, it's one of these moves, isn't it? Maybe this one's the more flexible. Stops his bishop coming there. And then I want to improve my quick. I'm not quite happy with this guy there. He's just sat behind his own pawn. That was a bit silly. Okay, 2 attackers on there. Let's pin the knight without too much thought. I can attack the pinned knight, but it is well defended. 3 times. Okay. Thank you, I get to improve my bishop, do I not? If you block with a knight, you've just pinned your own knight. He's got 1, 2, 3 pawn islands now as well. I've actually got f4. At any time I can play f4, which I might even do now. This knight again is pinned. Can't I just attack it with a pawn now? I can. Just attack it with a pawn. Again, look, he's playing 15 plus 10. He's got 15 minutes, 50 seconds left. He's not even using his increment. Okay, so he's desperado to pawn. Ah, okay, but I think this might be arguably worse. Even worse. Boom. You've pinned your own queen. Math of Medi. I think you've messed up, my friend. And I think the reason why you've messed up is because you've rushed your moves. Okay. I'm thinking it's just a4 here. I'm only +2. My opponent has a bishop and a knight for the queen. and an extra pawn. So queen's worth 9, bishop, knight, pawn worth 7. Yeah, it's +2. I've also got this though, haven't I? Actually, whatever. Also, there's a discovery on the knight, so I can't see anything shekshi. Here, I'm hitting the knight. What are you going to do? Trade off? Let's just chuck this in for now. I don't see any evil forks or anything like that. I'm glad he's got a pawn on the g-file, because I don't. Okay, explain. I can't. I can't. Let me just come straight back to base now. He's just flat out blundered a piece. Yep. Okay. Okay, you attack my queen. I get it. Here. Huh. Walks into a knight fork. Okay. Here. Same knight fork. Was that a cleverer move than it looked? Goodness me. There. He forks king and rook. I move king. Or this. But then I take the knight. Huh. But again, open board. He's only got the one bishop. We've both got 2 rooks, and I own a queen. Okay, king moves. Oh no. Hang on. Hang on. I've only got 2 squares, and both of them can be hit by the knight. So he's just won a bishop I have to take. This is really annoying. If let's say, right, I'm in check, right? I've got to do that, that, or that. There's only 3 legal moves. If I go here, here, he wins the queen for a bishop. If I go here, he goes here. I get the knight. Okay. That has to be the move. Probably take with that, and then he takes my queen, and then I get the bishop. So I think we go down to actual equal. And I really... Yeah. Okay, I'm going to do this. And I'm going to do this. And suddenly, material is equal. Goodness gracious me. Okay, right, so I'm looking at my rearmost pawns, and I want to save that one. So now all of my pawns are protected, okay? And now what I'm thinking I'm going to have to do is get my king involved to try and take out this guy. Now he probably want to push, but then I can counter push. I can defend all of my pawns with my rook. And this is looking drawish all of a sudden. If at any point he comes here, I've got this. Right? It's quite a passive square, and he's on a much more active square, but I also have king to here. Now, this, and I'm threatening his pawn, right? He takes me, I go here. I could just go there now. If I check him, he comes there. Then I have to come back. I don't like a3, but is it all I've got? That was a sneaky tactic. See, if I come here, he's got rook takes with check. And now is he thinking about these ideas? Okay, so I'm going to come here with the threat of that. I can also pre-move that. No. Not happy. Not happy at all. And we've got a Vienna. For goodness sake. No, I'm not chatting, Brian. It's just a fashionable move. No, that's not a move. Okay. This is what I do. We sometimes get pinned. Okay. I was all over that game. Okay, now here, I've got this hitting the queen. I've got takes that slight pawn mess. If here, what does he do? Why is he offered a draw? Why is he offered a draw? If there... He's got lots of places his queen can go. Yeah, I really can't calculate that. Okay, so... here I'll just get that, don't I? I think it's probably this and castles. Here, he's got to keep the pin, okay. Right, let's get out of that pin anyway, because that's annoying. I'm slightly cramped. Okay, so we've got the same ugly pawn structure. He's got this advanced pawn here. I have an F pawn. I'm looking at maybe this. But also this. Expand here, blocking off these pawns, but leaves my dark square bishop bad. Takes and takes. My dark square bishop has this, which is potentially a fork on pawn and rook. Takes, takes. He's still got a pawn here. Knight defends that pawn though. Interesting. If I push now, he's got bad pawns forever. And if he wants to trade bishops, that's cool. Okay, cool. Queen has scope. That's defended. I've got c6 to defend it more. I'm thinking f6 or f5 is going to come. Might want to occupy the b file. This is a weakness. Queen here, bishop here. No, because he's got quite a lot of pressure down f. Stick my rook to here. If I do this, he's got one, but that really just concretes in my own bishop. You want to take out that bishop? Okay. Why not? Okay. I just missed that. I missed he had two attackers on there. And he's now attacking my queen. Dopey me. Okay, I've got this, puts two attackers on the knight. He can't go there, he can't go there, he can't go there, he can't go there. He can't go there, he has to go back to where he came from. So if I come here, he goes back to where he came from. I have that. No, well, I don't really, because he could capture. Bugger. Not looking good, this one. Yeah, that last game was really weird. My opponent played so incredibly badly. I'm just attacking this pawn now. I know I'm playing this kind of blitz style, but what have you got? What else can you do? You can't move the knight with check. He needs to defend the pawn. So I'd love to be able to lodge my bishop here. Backed up with the pawn. But being a pawn down with terrible c-pawns, it's not good. Now this, it could be slightly remedied if I could at least, you know, lock this pawn in with the bishop. Yeah. No, I'm going to scrap it, guys. I'm going to scrap it. It's pointless. 1581. I've gone down from 1599 to that. Right, one for the road, and we're going to try and get a win. That was just going to be a slow, painful death. Okay, we've got a 1695 rated opponent from the UAE, and who may sit there for 30 seconds and wait for his clock. No, he's got this, and this is Owen's defense. And what did somebody tell me about in the chat? Altogether now, it's this move, isn't it? I believe it is the Nazel Val Gambit. And can we remember how it goes? Okay. Got queen here. Doesn't threaten that. Okay. So I've got a tempo move here. Kinda. This is the second most, you believe it, the third most common move is e6, losing the queen. Believe it or not. Now, I can also develop the knight with tempo. I quite like that. I've got f3 with tempo. quite like developing the knight. Let's do that. Let's do that. Is the bishop going to go back into his hole? He is. Alright. And what was the point of all of this? Well, the point is to get quick development. So he's used 2 moves with his bishop to snatch a pawn. So what we're going to do is just develop quickly. I can't remember the moves. I had a quick look at this, couple of lines, that's it. Literally, a couple of lines. I think the most common line was this. There we go, that's what we have now. And this is somewhat weakening. Because notice, this now opens up. Never play f6. I could come here, I could come here. That's a pointless move. My bishop's got no future there. So we're going to come here, we're targeting c7. I've got 3 well-developed pieces. Black only has the 1. There we go, there is a piece. I have a tempo. If he goes here, I'll get my pawn back. He can't go there. Got to be done. Here. Here actually forces g6. I kind of like my bishop here actually. I mean, right now it's blunted, but the moment this pawn moves, it's looking at this. Black might be thinking he's going to castle long here. I wonder how often this player sees the Nazel Val Gambit. Okay, so it's right. That pawn is defended. I'm seriously considering bishop c4 here. If I put my bishop here, no, I've got to develop it. So there we go. Very well defended pawn now. And I want to see if I can maybe exploit the e-file. Queen e2 is a thought. This is also a thought. Ooh. Okay, I get the sentiment. He needs to block off this diagonal. I think that's what he's doing. But what about that? Dude, seriously. I mean, come on. That is a world of pain move. That is a bone in the throat. To quote Benny Watts. That right there is a bone in the throat. And suddenly, Black is starting to get his knickers in a twist. Okay, now, I've got a couple of good options. I have en passant, which wins the pawn outright. I then level up my pawns. Or I have knight e6 hitting the queen. Let's have a think. Knight e6 hits the queen. Opponent has 1, 2, 3 moves. None of them pretty. I could then take the bishop. King takes. Loses castling rights. This bishop's not fantastic then. Because look, my opponent's got this pawn wedge, right? So that's not capturing en passant. That's with this. Queen moves. I think I need to take. But if I take, that falls. Right, it's going to have to be this then, but... Okay, you've chosen the bone in the throat. Because I want a castle. I'm going to have to force this space advantage. Queen's going to go there, or there, right? I then have a bishop that's on prise, so that's going to have to come back somehow. Come back to here. Then I'm going to be castling at some point. I might reserve the option to castle long. Puts the rook on here. I don't know about that. But with my opponent having moved f6, maybe this kingside is a... But, you know, with this knight here, it's goodbye castling rights. Seriously. Now, this is a very poor bishop, because right now it's, you know, imprisoned in its own pyramid of pawns. This might be a move as well. But my next move is going to be to... Ooh. Okay, now we have to consider what happens if chickadee-doo-dah. Pushes. Not good. This pawn is important. In fact, he might have fantasies of this anyway. I think I just have to retrieve the bishop right now. He's thinking about this. I can always trade it off. It looks like the pawns are going to open up. I can always trade off. Doesn't work. Queen just takes. Ooh, hello though. Hello. Hello. Yeah, that French game is eating away at me. Because I was all over him like a rash. And I did up. And that is simply the same old lesson. Don't forget not to lose. Don't forget not to lose. When you're winning, don't lose. It's not that difficult. Not losing at chess is quite an important part of winning. Because if you lose, you can't win. There's actually a logic to that. Even if you've got a win-a-ding-ding position, okay? Okay, so I think he's spotted this. I think that's what he's doing. He spotted that double attack idea here. Now here, he threatens the pawn. If I eradicate him, or do I play like Queen E2 now and just threaten this guy? Is he wanting to come here? Let's say Queen E2, Knight here. I take his ass out. Or I could take him out. After there he's got Queen takes. Takes, takes. I can't castle because I'll be going through check. That just doesn't look like a good square for the knight. What about check now? If he blocks with the queen, I can't win that. Check. If he blocks with the queen, I take out the knight. Then I give check. He blocks with the queen. We trade. I win a pawn. And then get my knight back to that square. That's not bad. Takes, takes. Here, g6 is weakening. Do I need my bishop to reinforce this pawn? I'm not sure I do. Got a feeling that actually removing the defender of this could be more profitable. I've also got this idea. Let's say I do this, right, one of these moves with two attackers on here. Is he going to go here? Let's say he doesn't, I do this. Takes, check, g6. I think the key thing in my position is the strength of that horse. Could also just castle. Is he thinking about this? Can I prevent that? Not really. No. Takes. Here, what's he going to do? He's not going to block with the queen. Then I win my pawn back and my knight gets to return to its gorgeous square. So I do this, he's going to do g6. Let's say he swaps there, right? He plays g6. Where's my queen going to come back to? Probably just to here. I don't think I've really gained much with that. I've actually opened up his bishop, if anything. So castles might be an option. Here. Or just this. He does knight here. He wants to take out my knight, doesn't he? And I don't think I can prevent it. I think actually this is the idea. Okay, I'm taking out the knight. Because I said earlier on, my priority has to be to keep this horse on that beautiful outpost. Queen has to defend this. Okay? Now check. g6. I come back with the threat of queen a4, fork. g6 is played, queen g4. That is winning. Check and the bishop can't block. That's the point. It's a fork. Goodness me, what's going on? So, own up. Who said to me, play the Nazel Val Gambit? Wow. Okay, I win the bishop. Yes? I'm up a piece for a pawn. My opponent's had to move his king. His only bishop is dead in the water. I'm about to castle one way or another. Okay. Alright, you want to remove the defender of my knight. This we get. Now, do I take out his bishop? My bishop's not great, his bishop's not great neither. If he takes here, I take there. I think I've just got to trade off actually. But yeah, okay, so rook goes there. Is it time to castle? Or do I just capture there? What's the idea of that? It's gotta be, isn't it? Gotta be. Then I have a check with queen c4. Still have a check with queen c4. I can also attack his queen. In either order. But no, it's not a check. So hang on, I play check here. He goes there. He can't push the pawn because I just capture again with check. Okay, I'm also getting my queen out of harm's way. Okay, now attacks and I'm threatening that. Yeah? Pawn here. Okay, this. Oh, We've got knight tension and queen tension. I'm up a piece. He takes my knight. We trade queens. Because he's in check. He takes my... I just want to cash in, don't I? I've got long castles. I've got short castles. I've got a pawn halfway down his throat. I'd love to be able to defend it. That would just be wonderful. Okay, we trade queens. Happy days. This pawn is... no, it's defended by his knight. Yeah, this bishop is poor right now. Okay, we trade queens. Fine. Okay. Attack his knight and fork this pawn. Now, admittedly, my piece advantage is not the best piece in the world. I really want to defend that advanced c pawn. My opponent has a string of 5 and a 2. All my hopes kind of rest on Dave, who is now Charlie. Ooh. I take pawn, he takes... oh no, he's thinking of that, isn't he? Right, you bastard, okay. This is fine as well. He can come in here with check, because he does not want that bishop. That bishop is the weakest of these 3 minor pieces, I think, by some margin. You take here. I can take here, probably with the knight, actually. Probably with the knight. This rook's going to want to come to e1. Okay, this pawn hangs. All right, okay. Do I just do this then? You take my knight, I take yours. Shit. Oh, fuck that up. Stupid counterattack. That piece is already attacked. He's attacking 2 of my pieces, and I've counterattacked 1 of his. And this is just dumb. I can't even, like, Desperado there. Right, question is, do I want to trade? We are in an equal position. Takes, he takes, I get a pawn. I get a rook over to here. I've got to. This rook might come here. I push. I don't know. It's a Hairy Mary moment. What about this? This takes. He attacks. I defend. Bugger. That was stupid. Throwing it all away. I'm a pawn up. And it is somewhat of a pawn. Okay, if I do this, takes. Hang on. There. Takes. I'm hitting his rook. He has to defend there. Doesn't he? Right, he can't do anything with this rook. If I go there and he takes that, I take, and he loses a rook. Rook takes rook, takes. He can't take my rook because I get a queen, and he can't back rank me. Take. There, he pushes. There, he pushes. How long can we play that game for? Right, I'm going to try and prove king to here, something like that. I've got 4 pawns to stop using only 3 pawns, but they do at least cover all the relevant squares. Now, okay, oh, his job is to get the king there, isn't it? Shite. I think we're trying to hold for a draw now, guys. Okay, here I check, he takes. That doesn't work, it loses a pawn. Okay, I think the key now is just to move slowly with these pawns. Ah, just fell to a silly old tactic. Right, you can't advance this. It goes here. This, I give him that, and I can't have that. So I think if the pawns go side by side, it's somewhat of an impasse in this area. I'll offer him a draw. I'm losing my bottle here. He's declined a draw. Okay, well, he's not up a pawn. Okay. Now, so I just come across, he's got that. I'm just going to push. This is a good exercise in trying to hold a draw. I get 3 points for a draw because he's nearly 1700 rated. And I had him there. I absolutely had him. I just blundered. Gave up a whole piece. Gave up all my advantage. And then lost my advance pawn. He can't do this because I take, take, take. He can't do this because I take, take, take. If he pushes, I can just go sideways now. There, there. Okay. I think I can just go side to side. That doesn't work. He literally loses a pawn. He goes here. We can shuffle sideways. This is not the strongest part of my game, I confess. He goes here, I take. And it's 3 on 3. Goes here. Step to the side. Pushes a pawn. Takes, takes, step to the side. I don't know. Pushes I can even push, and that then locks this pawn and this one. So I don't think that's workable. This one loses a pawn. Okay. Now, there, takes, takes, takes. Here, I don't know. I'm hoping that everything is a draw here. Nobody wants to be the first. There, takes. King can't go there or there. There, takes. Here. I think it's the same. I was worried about him getting a pass pawn there, so I need to keep this guy in. There, takes. Looks good for me because I'm covering this square and this square, so his king can't get through. But there's definite good signs here in my play. The Vienna game was just weak. But that was a brain fart. I just gave up a pawn for no good reason whatsoever. Okay, so now if I do this, he wants to get in. But if takes, yeah, so he's trying to distract my king away from his majority on the king side, isn't he? I can't ignore this. I've either got to push or take. If I take and he takes, I think that's got to be the way it is. But we will see after the game. I'm not expecting a great result here. So I'm playing definitely obviously a stronger opponent. But in 1695, that's higher than I've ever been. There, takes, check here. Don't know. My threat is this. And then my king might get over and snaffle that one. I'll still take a draw if you want a draw, man. For sure. And that's the last draw I'm going to offer. But he's having a think about it. Maybe I shouldn't be offering a draw here, I don't know. Takes and takes. 2 side by side against 3. We've got that covered. Don't know. Stockfish would know, wouldn't he? He's having a think. He's having a really good think. He's declined a draw. So be it. So you have chosen death. Okay, if I go sideways, he's got that. But if takes, I'm still in check. Do I come back? Back, he's got this. Comes sideways. See, the thing is, his pawn's there. I come sideways, he's got that. I take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 moves. Okay? And he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's the problem. I don't see what else I've got. I can't advance. If I come back, he moves forwards. Takes here. Yeah, there's nothing I can do here. He's going to get this pawn through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and he's got a queen. There you go. Okay, he wins. He wins. But there were some very good signs there. I'm going to have a quick look at the review here. Because, okay, 71. And at this point, I've got him over a barrel. The end game, he just ground me down. Here, I'm +3. Great move. Got the bishop. Traded off. Got the pawn there. This was okay. Better move was to bring in the knight. Attacking the queen. I guess pushing this. Yeah. It's very tempting though. You get overexcited. You just look for checks. Then the knight comes in. It's still good. And this was wrong. Should have just castled. There was no rush. Now I castle and it says, hey, you shouldn't have done that. But I'm still actually better here. I'm still better. That was not the way to do it. I'm still better. I should have pushed on. Why should I have pushed on? So here he goes forwards. Now he tries to come across, right? I come here. Hitting both of these. Okay. Well, guys, that's me chest out. Incredibly, 3 losses. But some very good signs. So let's just, I'm just going to have a quick look at my profile. Couple of reviews. Let's just pull these up. This one. No, I just got ground down. Ground down, 90% accuracy. That was the Vienna. And this one, oh my goodness me. Oh my goodness me. I'm all over him like a rash, and that was the mistake. Oh, he had mate. He had mate with bishop here. Oh my goodness me. Oh no. What a move. That's a hell of a blunder though. And I bet I didn't take long over that move. This would have done it. With tempo, hitting the bishop, trade stuff off. Easy. Easy. But I just thought, no, this is great, look. Look at this. And that was just... There I had to give up the queen. Goodness me. What a blunder. But easily done. We've all done it. We've all been there. There we go. We live and learn. But I declare my chess is getting better in some ways. I just need to learn how to stick the knife in when the time is right. Okay, let's leave it at that. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you later.